Good evening, football fans. Hope you all had a good Wednesday. Well, we are approaching week 8 in the NFL season. Now, before I announce the week 8 matchups, I want to briefly talk about the Giants and Jets. First with the Giants. The Giants, for some reason, the first 3 quarters of their game against the Broncos on Sunday, they played well, and they were up 26-8. And you say to yourself, "Oh, that's good. They're on the way to win this game." But for some reason, in the fourth quarter, they had a collapse. They blew a 26-8 lead. And when I saw that happen, I couldn't believe it. I said to myself, how can you blow a 26-8 lead? And there were reasons why they blew a lead. They made key mistakes on the field, both defensively and offensively, because Jackson Dart, although he did play well for the 3 quarters of the game, that fourth quarter he was getting picked off and turned the ball over. So the reason why the Giants lost this game is not just because of the defense, not because of defense, but also offense, because during that fourth quarter, the Jackson Dart did get picked off and turn the ball over. But I don't just blame the players on this for the reason they collapsed in the fourth quarter and blowing that 26-8 lead, which ended up them losing the game 33-32. I've been the coaching staff. I think the coaching staff made key mistakes in that fourth quarter, especially Brian Daboll. Like I said in my last video, I don't think Brian Daboll knows what he's doing. I really don't. Because the Giants do have talent to play on that team. So I don't blame the players. I blame Brian Daboll. Now, granted, he is grooming the young quarterback Jackson Dart. I get that. Now, a lot of you are saying, or Giant fans, "Oh well, I guess Brian Daboll's job is going to be gone after the season." Well, it depends. If the Giants continue to lose games for the rest of the season, then yes, he has a good chance of losing his job. But if the Giants end up getting, by some miracle, get 7 wins, they may decide to keep Brian Daboll because, for that reason. So, kind of disappointed in the outcome of the Giants-Broncos game, especially when they were up 26-8 lead going into that fourth quarter. They just collapsed. So, basically, the Giants played well for 3 quarters and just fell apart in the fourth. I was so disgusted after that game. So disgusted. Now, this weekend they go to Philadelphia to play the Eagles. Now, I don't see the Eagles losing again. I don't see the Eagles losing the Giants again, especially in Philadelphia. So, if the Giants somehow beat the Eagles again, I'll be very surprised. But I don't see that happen, only because I can't see the Eagles losing to the Giants again, especially the games in Philadelphia. So, the best we can hope for is hope the Giants keep it as a close game, and I think they will, especially with Jackson Dart as quarterback. I mean, so far from what I'm seeing from him, he's a pretty good quarterback. Now, he's not a franchise quarterback yet because it's still early, but he's a pretty good quarterback, and I think he he can keep the Giants in games. The question is, how is the defense going to react, and how is the offensive line going to react? That's the key. I mean, just because you have a decent quarterback like Jackson Dart, I mean, you got doesn't mean they only they go in every game. I mean, he's still new, he's still a rookie, he's still learn the ropes. So Jackson Dart will probably keep the Giants in the game on Sunday as best he can. But like I said, I don't see the Eagles lose to the Giants again, especially against them in Philadelphia. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully, if you do end up losing the game to the Eagles on Sunday, hopefully the game will be close and not a blowout. Now to the Jets. Now the Jets lost again this last Sunday. This time they lost to the Carolina Panthers. And from my point of view, they should beat the Panthers. Because Carolina Panthers are not that good of a team. There's no reason that they could have beaten them. Now, the defense was pretty good, not a problem. The offense was not good at all. That's why they lost the game. It was because the offense. The defense was pretty good because they kept the Jets in the game, but the offense was atrocious. And I don't think Justin Fields is that good of a quarterback, to be honest with you. I mean, he played for the Bears. They were not happy with him, so they traded to Steelers. The Steelers were not happy with him. They were not happy. Steelers were not happy with him. So they traded over to the Giants. Now I know why. He's not that good for quarterback, Justin Fields. And will he become a good quarterback someday? Who knows? Who knows? But right now, I don't think he's that good for quarterback. So, although I was impressed of the Jets defense doing a good job, their offense is just atrocious. It wasn't good at all. And now they're sitting at 0-7. Now, the question is, how many games are they going to lose now? Because now we're going into week 8 and they're 0-7. So, now, this weekend they go to Cincinnati to play the Bengals. Now they should beat the Bengals because the Bengals are another team that are not doing good, especially after seeing their quarterback going down. I mean, they signed Joe Flacco, but I don't think Joe Flacco is as good as he was. So the Jets should get one against the Bengals, but we'll see what happens. Now let's get to these week 8 matchups. Thursday night football, we're gonna have the Vikings at the Chargers. On Sunday we're gonna have the Jets at the Bengals. I just spoke about that. We're gonna have the Giants at the Eagles. I spoke about that. Dolphins at the Falcons, Bears at the Ravens, Bills at the Panthers, 49ers at the Texans, Cowboys at the Broncos, Titans at the Colts, Packers at the Steelers, Sunday Night Football, and Browns at the Patriots. And on Monday Night Football, we're going to have the Commanders at the Chiefs. There are your Week 8 matchups in the NFL. I'm sure all the games this weekend will be exciting. I'm planning on watching football on Sunday. Definitely. Hopefully my Giants can get a win against the Eagles, but I'm not counting my hopes up because, like I said, I don't see the Eagles losing to the Giants again, especially the games in Philadelphia. But we just gotta hope that the Giants can keep the game close, and I think they will, because Jackson Dart is a pretty good quarterback. He's very impressed with his performance so far. So if he can keep the Giants in the game, even though they're going to lose most likely. I'll be happy with that. Planning on watching football, like I said, on Sunday. Now, I want to touch on one more thing before I end this video. Tonight, it's the Knicks season opener at the Garden. They're kicking off their 2025-26 NBA season. Now, this team has a lot of high expectations, especially coming off going all the way to the Eastern Conference Finals, only to lose to the Indiana Pacers. And the reason why they have high expectations is that the Eastern Conference is wide open. So there's a good chance that the Knicks will finish in the number one seed in the Eastern Conference, because Boston doesn't have Jason Tatum. He's out for injury. The Indiana Pacers have injuries, especially Tyrese Halliburton. We don't know what Milwaukee's situation is, even if they got Giannis. Philadelphia, depending on how Joel Embiid is, so right now the Eastern Conference in the NBA is wide open. So the Knicks have a very good chance of finishing in the number one seed in the Eastern Conference. Plus, I think Vegas has them fourth best odds of them going to the NBA Finals, which is very possible. So now, I enjoyed so much watching the Knicks last season. I'm really looking forward to watching them this season. I think they're going to have a fun and exciting season. Now, they may get off to a slow start, especially that a couple of their players have injuries. But I think this is going to be a fun and exciting next season. And I truly believe the Knicks have a very good chance on coming out of the East and going to the NBA Finals. I really truly believe it, because, like I said, the Eastern Conference is wide open. So they have a very good chance of finishing in the number one seed in the Eastern Conference. So we'll see what happens with the Knicks, especially, and a lot of people, a lot of New Yorkers, sports fans here in New York, are saying Knicks are only hope, because the Yankees were eliminated from the postseason in the divisional round. The Mets didn't even make the postseason. The two New York football teams trying to stink. The Rangers and Islanders, they're not going anywhere. And although the Devils are doing pretty good, I don't count them because they're a New Jersey team. I just count the teams from New York. So the Knicks are only hope of a competitive sports team this season. And I think they will do that. Now they got a new head coach. So I think it's Coach Brown. I don't know what his first name is. So we'll see how he does as head coach. So we'll see what happens. I'm looking forward to watching another season of Knicks basketball. Looking forward to that. Plan on watching it. So that's about it. Before I end this video, please, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I tried to grow my channel with subscribers, so if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. That would be greatly appreciated. Hope you all have a great Wednesday evening.